Hello, everybody. It's already Friday. I mean, really, just time just like butter. 14th of January, 2022. Um, I need to show my freak T-shirt, Freeform Freakout. They sent me a T-shirt, the radio program. Just thought I'd show that, let you guys know that I appreciate you all very much. I love the fact that y'all like my record. I love that. Okay, let me get my sip going here. So, really, the first thing I want to share is not musical. I just want to because this is a bit of a dear diary for me. Just got off the phone with my nephew Karim, and then last night I called my sister, older sister, because we're supposed to get some snow today, and we'll see if we get. Hopefully, it's just a regular snowstorm, but you don't know these days. I've watched the news internationally, and weather is catastrophic everywhere. So anyway, I did another store run yesterday just to make sure, in case. But when I got home, it was about 4 in the afternoon, and just the way the sun was hitting the windows was very nostalgic and beautiful, and it's one of my favorite times of the day, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks that my little brother is gone. And barely made it into the house without breaking down, and just cried, just miss him. The pain of loss is profound, and you cannot control it. So I'm really glad that my nephew Karim called me this morning. Really comforting. I sincerely hope that there's an opportunity for me to go out to California this year and see my family. I want to see my older brother. He's not in good shape physically, and I want to see him again. I haven't seen him in decades. I want to see him again, so I'd like to make that happen. Folks, I really appreciate the exchange. I was reading about Terry talking about dropping LSD and listening to psychedelic sounds. That's the way to go. That is the way to go. And Joe saying that he loves the Spooky Tooth album. That's great to hear from someone else that appreciates that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely stay locked down, and I always mask up when I go. Good to hear from Paniques too. I see Rob Paniques been in the VC for a long time. I've peeped a couple of vinyl community videos from people I don't know, and it seems like there seems to be some sort of rules or something that's come along. And well, if it's people, if that's good, then it's good. I'm just making videos. Me trying to be a part of nobody's club. Honestly, the only record did I play more than one record yesterday? No. I only played 2 records because I've been so involved in making my music. I played the Sarah Records compilation. Sarah Records was a label out of England that was, they used the word twee to describe the music and the makers of the music, because it was mainly young, white, scrawny, bed-sit kids. And many of them really couldn't play very well, but there was this sincerity and that longing of youth that comes through some of these songs, really strong. And I still love it and relate to it. I don't have to be a teen to remember these feelings. Really good. And yesterday was David Allen's birthday, or the day before. So in between recording and getting online and just seeing what's going on, I put on this one. Again, I think this was a gift from the BC. I forget who sent it. David Allen and Euterpe. Studio Rehearsal Tapes, 1977. This was a wonderful surprise. It doesn't sound like rehearsals. This is just really good. And it's just full of that vibe, that cosmic vibe, that hippie vibe, that I define myself by. It's really good. I love David Allen. So, honestly, the other thing that's on my mind a lot besides my brother and my family is world events, and I'll chime in. Prince Andrew was stripped in England. Some regarding the Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, from my perspective, it appears to me that it's damage control by the royal family. It's the Queen's 70th year, is that right? So they want to party up, and so here's this mess, so they have to distance themselves. I don't ever see what I consider real justice in this world. I wonder where this leads. It has my interest because I feel directly affected by the big worldwide sex scandal that keeps being swept under the rug, because I was traumatized by it through my work. Starting in the 70s, I started working as first as a volunteer and then as a house parent at a runaway shelter, and then at a Nebraska children's home here in Nebraska. And boy, did I learn a lot there. And from there I went to the hospitals. But at the children's home I was so good I quit, and they begged me to stay. And they got another almost a year out of me while they were trying to replace me. But what I'm trying to tell you is, when I got to working in the hospitals, the psych hospitals, I ended up working directly with the child victims of the Franklin Credit Union sex scandal, which is directly related to Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, and the long-standing tradition of the rich and politicians just partying like they want to behind the scenes because they can. And one of their favorite party favors is teens. And I heard political names from these kids while I was working in the hospital before I knew who they were, and they started popping up in politics. So much of what went down was corroborated, and it's true. And all of this also has a lot to do with my worldview and why I'm always talking about the reality as opposed to the picture that the media wants to paint about the world. That's on my mind. I wanted to share that, and I'm watching to see what happens with it, if there's if anything good can come out of it, because I, for one, know that the party hasn't stopped. And even though they busted Epstein, and here in Omaha they busted Larry Franklin, it never stopped. The pipeline for white slavery as well as prostitution in the Midwest is wide open. And it's not poor people buying these kids, okay? I'm a bit ragged in my where I'm at this morning, but I just want to share this with you because it's kind of personal. It's important to me, and this is my opportunity to share. So I want to just say again regarding me being public here and dealing with all kinds of people. Here in Omaha, I'm a very public person. I'm known. People know my character here. It's a blessing. Okay? That's why I will bring up, the insanity of dealing with broken people who want to throw stones from behind from behind walls, especially when they don't know what's up. Because people who know me and know about me, they know what's up with me. I stand on that very strong, very strong. I'm just babbling. What's going on with you all? It's supposed to snow here in Omaha. There's this big snowstorm coming through the Midwest and the East Coast. It could miss Omaha, but we could also end up with maybe 6 inches. I hope it misses us. Anyway, folks, talk to me. I need to shave.